Shout out to my 9-to-5ers, truck drivers, early morning risers, twilighters, all of y'all. Because today I'm working a little odd schedule, but nonetheless, I just wanted to do a quick little snippet. We got to be prepared to do more diligence and dig deeper into information. We cannot conflate information and have it to where you are taking different demographics and putting them into one. And then I won't even say demographics, I say where you're putting different types of scenarios and dressing them in the same light as something that it's not. And that's huge, because in the world we live in, you have to mean what you say and say what you mean. So when you add extra data, you have an issue now of the argument being tainted, and then people having to feel big in the chest like they know what they're talking about. And that bothers me. So when you hear data referring to single motherhood, understand there's a difference between married and single, or divorced and widowed. I mean, those are different categories that they're umbrellaing into one, a single mom, as if that they are the chooser. Yes, 80% or more of women get divorces. We understand that. And if you're more educated, it's even more than that. But what we do have to also understand too is that when you're looking at single motherhood, yes, that's a demographic, but where's the other demographic? Because when they say that most women only want to sleep with the top 20% of men, well, then that demographic is a large part of it is removed. So where is the demographic that is removed from the others? We don't hear from them. So put a case in point. Where's the people that choose their time to go to a library versus go to the bar, or work a third shift job versus go, an all boys weekend? There's people who have to make life sacrifices in order to survive. And when you hear also the argument of alpha male and alpha female, if you had to learn to survive on your own, you're going to have alpha tendencies because you had to live in a world full of males. So you cannot develop a defense mechanism and then expect them to not use a defense mechanism. So what I've heard all of my life from my bros and from people that I've female side, the largest characteristic that they've learned from me was patience, is what I've consistently heard. So I'm not going to fly off the handle. I'm going to learn to process the information, process the data, and give back information in a manner that is going to produce some critical thinking in a positive way. The moment you start spitting out and slurring, profanities and derogatory remarks, there is no argument, because now it's got personal instead of it being just a thought where everybody should be thinking about what is said. You cannot have a progressive argument when there's consistent degrading of people and consistent derogatory behavior and remarks. So this is just to react to some of the videos that I've seen that were, long story short, trying to pull a fast one. So we'll get on to some more topics, because I have a laundry list of things that's outside of what you consistently hear in the norm. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you send some information to some friends and some family to tune in if they're having some issues with self-growth. So thanks for tuning in to Elder Esquire. Y'all be safe. Peace.